phone rings. It's a competitor or maybe a private equity firm. They say, "We've been watching you and we'd like to make you an offer." In that moment, your ego flares up, you feel validated, and because you're a deal maker at heart, your instinct is to start talking. You want to tell them about your growth, your margins, and your price. Stop. That very first phone call is where up to 50% of deal value gets destroyed. Business owners often reveal their leverage, expose their weaknesses, or anchor their price too low before they even sign a non-disclosure agreement. I'm going to walk you through 3 biggest mistakes owners make when a buyer comes knocking and exactly how to handle that call instead. I'm Kris Dureau with Green Private Wealth. Our mission is to help Canadians live the life they want by transforming financial complexity into a simple, actionable plan that creates peace of mind at every stage of life. We help affluent Canadians grow their wealth faster, reduce their taxes, and build long-term plans that support the life they truly want, not the life they just settle for. And nothing destroys a long-term plan faster than a botched exit strategy. You only get to sell your life's work once, so let's make sure we don't trip over the finish line. The first mistake happens before you even say hello. It's having what buyers call dirty books. As a private business owner, your goal has always been to minimize taxes. You likely run personal expenses through the company, the car, travel, and maybe even some family members on payroll who don't do too much. That might work for tax planning, but it's poison for the sale. Buyers value your business based on a multiple of EBITDA. What's EBITDA? Earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. If your books are messy, the buyer has to guess your real profit, and I promise you, they're going to guess low. If you try to explain during the due diligence, oh, that $50,000 trip was actually personal, you don't look very clever. You look like a risk. The fix is simple. You need at least 12 to 24 months of normalized financials before you talk to the buyer. You need to prove your profit is real, not a story you're telling. The second mistake is the hardest one to hear. A buyer asks, who manages the key client relationships? And you proudly say, well, I do. They love me. I've known them for 20 years. You think you just proved your value. What you actually proved is that the business can't survive without you. Buyers are not buying your past. They are buying your future. If revenue walks out the door when you retire, they won't pay a premium for it. The fix is delegation. Before you sell, you need a management team that can run the business for 3 weeks while you're on vacation. If the business grows while you're gone, you have an asset. If it shrinks, you have a job. The third mistake is being obsessed with the headline price. We see this. You might say, I'm not selling for a penny less than $5 million. A sophisticated buyer will say, sure, we'll give you $5 million. What they don't tell you is the terms. They might offer $2 million in cash at closing and $3 million in an earnout over 5 years, only if you hit impossible growth targets. On paper, congrats, you sold for $5 million. In reality, you might only ever see 2. The lesson is this: in mergers and acquisitions, the terms are often more important than price. Don't get blinded by the big number. Ask one simple question: how much cash is guaranteed at close? Here's the reality. Professional buyers do this every day. You will likely only sell your business once. They have the advantage unless you prepare. I've put together a 15-point deal breaker checklist. It's the same list sophisticated buyers use to tear businesses apart. I want you to have it so you can find the holes before they do. It covers your financials, your legal structure, and your operations. Click the link below to download it. Audit yourself, fix the cracks, then pick up the phone. I'm Kris Dureau with Green Private Wealth. Let's build the life you want, not the one you settle for.